Hello there, and thank you for staying tuned to Sunrise at Sea. Welcome to yet another segment of Wellness. My name is Apollo Sarah, and today we are at Cod Clinic Bukoto on Kira Road, and I am joined by Dr. Angela Kissa.
Hi.
Good morning, doctor.
Good morning, Sarah.
Thank you for joining me on this segment of Wellness. So today we're going to talk about cavities, and cavities are holes or openings that are formed in the hard part of your teeth, and many people, we call it tooth decay. So that is what we're going to be talking about today. Tooth decay, what causes it, how we can prevent it, and how it can be treated. So Dr. Kisa, what is the cause of tooth decay or cavities?
Like you said earlier, cavities are really damaged areas of the teeth that develop into holes on the teeth. They are caused, first of all, a person is not born with cavities in their teeth. They're not born with, a lot of people say they have cavities because it's hereditary, it runs in their family, but that's not how it works. So caries or cavities, as we call them, are transmissible, So as a child, the child doesn't have caries, but as they, especially when their teeth are growing, as they start to grow, they are exposed to the bacteria that are now going to cause the cavities. It could be through maybe feeding on the same bottle with someone, and let's say when teething, people, the children, because the gums, when teething, the gums are itchy, they'll start to chew on stuff here and there. Some of those things are dirty, so that introduces those bacteria in the mouth, and so the bacteria are the ones that initiate the process of cavity development. So what happens is that when a person eats food, starchy food, sugary foods, the bacteria in the mouth gets in contact with those foods and breaks them down into acids. So those acids penetrate into the enamel, which is the outermost surface of the tooth, and cause it to get infected. Like they weaken it, and so causing cavities. So the longer it stays in the mouth unnoticed, the deeper it goes. So it will come from enamel into the next surface, which is the dentine, and then later on into the next surface, which is the pulp. And so that's how the whole process of cavity formation is.
All right. So a lot of people wait until they start feeling pain to have their cavities, addressed or treated.
Yes.
So when is the right time to start treatment on a cavity? Or what can somebody do to check their mouth or their teeth to see if they have cavities?
Yeah. So like you said, a lot of people wait for
the pain.
Yes. And the thing that people don't know is that cavities are not just on the surface. Sometimes the tooth on the surface can look perfectly fine and the cavity is inside.
How does that happen?
Because the acids can enter the tooth. Because remember, when the bacteria breaks down the food into the acids, it can enter the tooth and start its infection from inside out.
So you have a perfect looking tooth on top, yet the cavity is
so
inside.
you feel probably pain and you're wondering what's happening. My tooth looks okay.
Yes.
So what we advise is that people go for regular dental visits, because that's the only way you can know. If you have at least one annual dental visit, then you can know that, this tooth is looking like this tooth is looking like this. It's not just the black lines in your teeth. It's not just that. It's a lot more than that. So it's advisable that people go and have their teeth checked.
Yes.
Have routine x-rays done, because sometimes we also can't see the cavity and we need to have x-rays done, and so we can see from the inside that, this is what's happening and this is what we need to do.
Right. What happens if a cavity is left untreated? Are there extreme cases where it can even cause maybe death or some other bigger issue?
Yes. So when a cavity is left untreated, like I said, it starts from the enamel, which is the outermost surface. That's very minimal. It can just be replaced with a cement. Second, as well, dentine, not very bad. When it gets to the pulp, then it gets irreversible. So now the tooth can't be saved. So usually what we decide to do is either root canal treatment, where we kill the nerves of the tooth and we just leave the tooth there to maintain its function, but it's not functioning. Like it's okay.
It's
you
a
understand?
dead tooth.
It's a dead tooth,
Yes.
but it's there, so you can use it to chew. You can smile properly, but it's there. If that doesn't happen, if it's not treated at that level as well, it causes an infection around the roots. Yeah, and that infection causes something that we call an abscess.
Yes.
Yeah. An abscess is a swelling that contains pus. So if that's also not treated, that pus can start to enter into the bloodstream.
Oh my God.
And when that enters the bloodstream, it could go to the heart, and you could get cardiac arrest. Yeah, and then your cheek can swell. It can cause, basically it can lead to death if it's not treated. So the longer you wait, the more damage it will cause. Yeah.
So lastly, how can we prevent tooth decay or cavities? Are there foods that we shouldn't take? Are there certain drinks that we shouldn't take? What is the best way for us to prevent cavities?
Yeah. So a lot of things are necessary to prevent tooth decay. It ranges from food to proper dental hygiene to the habits that you have, drinking, smoking, all of those things really affect the tooth. So I'll start with food. Like we like to say at Code Clinic,
Yes.
if something doesn't go bad, it is bad for you.
Yes.
And if something is bad for your body, then it's definitely bad for your teeth.
Yes.
If something is bad for your teeth, it's definitely bad for your body. So the food that you eat is really important in how your teeth are going to turn out. Things like fermentable carbohydrates, cookies, bread, all those things that really don't go bad. Sweets, sugary stuff, fizzy drinks, soda, all those things, because the bacteria likes those kinds of things. So the moment it gets in contact with them, it will break them down into acids, and those acids will start to break down your teeth. But if you eat healthy food like maybe dairy products, those ones contain calcium.
Yes.
And we know that calcium is important for having strong bones and strong teeth.
Yes.
Yeah. If you eat maybe carrots or apples, those ones, vegetables contain fluoride, which we know fluoride is important because it's even in our toothpaste.
Yes.
It's important because it remineralizes the tooth. Yeah.
Yes.
It adds whatever acids, whatever the acid has done to the tooth, the fluoride reverses it.
Oh.
Yeah, it can reverse it. So vegetables, apples, then also things that you can chew on, not chew on like crisps, but
Yes.
like carrots, apples, those
Yes.
things, they even stimulate like the amount of saliva in your mouth.
Yes.
And saliva is really important in the mouth because a person that has less saliva in their mouth is prone to getting cavities.
Oh, wow.
Because saliva helps to clean the mouth.
Okay.
It helps to sweep away all those bacteria. So if a person has limited amount of saliva in their mouth, then they'll get cavities easier. And that reduced amount of saliva can be caused by a lot of things. Can be caused by medicine. A lot of people on medication don't know why their teeth are like that, but the medication is actually affecting. And so it's important that if you are on medication, because this whole body is connected in some way. So if you are, most times people take care of some parts more than others.
True.
So you think that, okay, the heart is more important than the teeth, but the teeth are going to affect your heart very, very largely.
Yes.
So if you are seeing a person for your heart, it's important that you're seeing a dentist for your teeth, so that, we are trying to balance it out. Habits like smoking are really dangerous for teeth because they affect the gums, and the gums cause the gums to bleed. They cause stains on the teeth. Really, gums, they are really bad for the gums. And like we said before, the bleeding gums will really have a large impact on heart disease.
Yes.
Yeah, so smoking, what else?
What about
Poor
alcohol?
Brushing habits. Yes, alcohol as well. Alcohol as well. So bacteria cannot survive in an oxygen environment,
Yes.
right? Now, alcohol is the perfect environment for them to survive because it doesn't have oxygen in it.
Oh my God.
So when you bring alcohol to the mouth, like, it's just joy to the ears of the bacteria, really. Yeah, so they thrive in such environments. So a person that is a heavy drinker will definitely have cavities, will have gum disease, will have perforated gums that bleed. Yeah, so also that it's important to tone that down so that you can preserve the health of your gums. And the last thing is the oral hygiene,
Yes.
the brushing, the flossing. Yeah, it's important that you brush and know how to brush. Yeah, because you might be brushing, but you are
Doing
brushing,
it the wrong way.
yeah, evasively.
Yes.
You are causing damage to the teeth, and you may be brushing, but you are brushing once a day, or you are brushing, but you are not flossing.
And lastly, my last question, and I ask this because one, I do not want to encourage people to not see the doctor when they start feeling pain, but is there any first aid for any tooth pain? Any
Yeah.
first aid that you can, use in the meantime as you go to the doctor? And I mean, when you're on your way to the doctor, not that it's going to work and then it's like, now I'm not in pain, so I
Yeah.
don't have to see the doctor
Yeah.
anymore. But any first aid that can help a toothache. So
Yeah.
for instance, someone started feeling pain in the middle of the night.
Yeah. So usually the first thing that we do is prescribe antibiotics and a painkiller.
Yes.
Because that will definitely take the pain away, but just for a few days. So
Yes.
very many times people, come and they are in a lot of pain, and you prescribe the antibiotics and the painkiller, and they'll not come back for another month.
Exactly.
And they'll come back when they are in pain
Pain
again.
again, yes.
Yeah, so it's painkillers and antibiotics, and then usually some clove oil. Yeah, so just rub a little clove oil around the tooth.
Okay.
It will get you out of pain in the moment
All
as
right.
you go to the dentist.
Exactly. And there you had it from Dr. Kisa. Please, if you have a toothache, she has recommended a few things, antibiotics, painkillers, and also clove oil, but that does
On prescription.
not... On prescription. Yes. Very important. Thank you. But that does not mean that you shouldn't go see the doctor just because you have found a temporary solution. And it is also important to regularly visit your doctor because you may be having underlying cavities that you cannot see, and you need the doctor to help you sort that issue out completely. And that is all I had for you on this segment of wellness. Thank you for joining me, but stay tuned because we still have more lined up for you on Sunrise at Sea. Don't blink.